It's the book of Habakkuk 2, verse 3. For the visions yet for an appointed time, but at the end shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Wait, it says wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, Haruah, and Titor. Shalom to those free like men that scattered abroad, pushing this truth without sincerity. Throw the book onto the earth, and also shalom to you very few sincere sisters that's taking heed and getting in order in these last days. I'm your brother Amon coming to the quick lesson, low one is edifying. And I want to go into this clip that I seen, from one of the bros, Yarmaya serving Yahushua. Excuse me. It's one of his platform channels, and there's a video that he pulled up pertaining to the MOTB, and even though this video is AI video, because it's got like an AI video, but the information that's coming out is still true, and we know that we teach about all roads lead to what the MOTB. Right, so I had to spit those sunflower seeds out. So beside this clip, he's talking about pretty much a smart pill. Smart pill to keep up with all, if you need another dosage, for illnesses and stuff like that. Hey, man, that goes to show you that, the MOTB will be that RFID C-hip, right? That radio frequency identification. Because when you're going into, right, when you dissecting that word mark in Revelation 13 and 16, it goes into charagma, which will be the device itself. Karat will be an instrument to use to pierce the skin open, and the root word for karats would be grapho, which pretty much talk about your data, your information. And same thing with this right here, the smart pill. It's containing the same thing. It'll be able to send to the system when you need something. Right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna let the video play out.
Big Pharma just created a smart pill, and it's going to change how we take medicine forever. The FDA just granted the first approval for this brand new way of digital medicine. It's not a normal pill, it's what's called a drug device combination. Inside every single tablet, there's a tiny sensor that sends a signal to a wearable patch on your body. That patch then sends a signal to a smartphone app, which sends all of your data back into the system. They're telling you it's a massive breakthrough for patient care, but what is it actually for? Let's take a look at what the CEO of Pfizer has to say.
FDA approved the first electronic pill, if I can call it like that. It is basically biological chip that it is in the tablet, and once you take the tablet and dissolves into your stomach, sends a signal that you took the tablet. So imagine the applications of that. Compliance.
With the great reset and the push for total elite control, you have to ask yourself, is this really about helping you remember to take your pills? Or is it something about having full control over you? We're entering a time where biometric compliance is being normalized and the elites are gaining the ability to track your every move. They will have a full record of exactly what is in your body at all times, and when this eventually ties into digital IDs and you don't comply, they will be able to freeze your access to society, block your ability to buy food, or even shut off your digital wallet altogether. This is one of the reasons I decided to open my own YouTube channel.
Right, and that is him trying to subscribe to the channel. But let me grab a quick scripture right quick, and just to break down Habakkuk 2 and 3 as I get this other one. For the visions yet for an appointed time, but at the end shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come to pass. Hey, meaning we telling you that all roads lead to the MOTB, And so it says the visions yet for an appointed time, right? A scheduled time is going to be played out, right? We see the how the dollar is crashing, and look, you got a smart pill, right? And like in the video it said, it's not about you trying to get your medical records. No, it's about controlling you, man. That's what it's about. That NWO, Esau wants to control you way more than what he can right now. That's what it's about, man. Right? Was this it? No. Man, I forgot which one it was. Well, I go to 22 and 3. That's what it was, 14 and 15, Salakia. I was there, 14 and 15. The simple believer of every word, but the prudent man looketh where to his going, right? And the point was, this is not about, worrying about your health, man. That it's a bigger agenda, right? And they want to use health, to play a part with it, right? But it's for a bigger agenda. It's like, but it's at the simple believer of every word, right? They're gonna believe those talking points, those so-called miracles. So, but the prudent man look at where to his going, right? Us, us hopefully elect men, you sincere sisters, right? Our prudent man, our minds is locked in on you. How about you? Try to get us through these times, to heal us, physically. As he heal us mentally each and every day, So we're not worrying about taking this device, man. We'd rather be X'd out of society. Like how on that video it states. Matter of fact, I'm going to dissect back into that video. You're right. Because he says it's a what? It's a tiny sensor. A single tap. Once it's inside you, it's inside you, man. You had some counts, talking about what if I take the chip out? It doesn't matter. You still bent the knee to receive it. It don't matter if you take it out, but the shit can be so damn tiny and lodged inside your system, inside your body, you won't be able to take it out, man. Like I was in that movie with Denzel. Hey, you took it. It don't matter if you take that chip and you take it out, man. You took the damn chip, right? It says built-in microsensor sends signals from inside stomach, right? And they're going to send to what? To the smartphone. See, which sends all your data back into the system. So that means what? They will have all your information, things not to be forgotten, right? Let's get to that word Mark, Revelation 13 and 16. Matter of fact, let's read it first. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And inside the NLT, that main word I wanted to say was he required, right? Because this is going to be the new requirement real soon, right? Once that martial law happens, right, that's a part of that great reset. Hey, this is going to be the new requirement to maneuver around in society. All right, so let's get that word for Mark. It says sends everything back to the system. That means everything's will be on record, right? Charagma. This is in the Greek for that word Mark, right? It says as a badge of servitude, right? What is servitude? Slavery. See, he wants to renew your membership of slavery. And how can you show that you're fully slave to the system? You got to take that chip, right? And this is your badge, right? Your emblem, right? Your membership of slavery. That's all it is. You're showing your membership of slavery by taking this device. So what's the root word for charagma? Which is charax, right? Which would be pretty much an instrument used to what? It says through the idea of scratching, right? Piercing the skin, right? It says from charasso to sharpen to a point, right? If you got like a syringe type of device with a sharp point, what it'll be able to do, it'll be able to pierce through the skin, right? And plant the you push the other end of it for the chip to come out. Or even if they're doing the brain chip, they still have to pierce through the skin, open up the head, to plant that that chip onto the brain, right? So the root word for charax is for, like I had mentioned, to send the stuff back to what? The system. It says to write with reference to the contents of the writing, to express in written characters, to commit to writing things not to be forgotten, write down and record. See, and that's heavy because why? It's giving you to it's giving a record, right? And let's get this last one in D. It says to write to one, right, by writing in a written epistle to give information, directions. See, so that is going to be giving the information. How can what can do that? A radio frequency identification chip, man. Not send like how these other accounts be trying to use. No, through this new technology, man. And let's go back to it.
Telling you it's a massive breakthrough for patient care, but what is it actually for? Let's take a look at what the CEO of Pfizer has to say.
FDA approved the first electronic pill, if I can call it like that. It is basically biological chip that it is in the tablet, and once you take the tablet and dissolves into your stomach, sends a signal that you took the tablet. So imagine the applications of that. Compliance.
With the great reset and the push.
And that's how you're going to be able to control the people, right? Because what it says, because now you'll be up on a different type of, if you don't do it, we'll be able to cut this shit off just like that, right? But before that, in order to even get close to buying stuff or doing what they say, you have to take it, right? Without doing that, you won't be able to be in that type of ballpark. I'm probably saying the word all the way wrong. Before you even be able to be up under that type of compliance, you have to take it first. But if you don't take it, you won't be able to be a part of society. You won't be able to do the things that the people that the chip are able to do. Right? It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right? That's the point. You won't be able to buy, sell, or trade. You won't be able to be a part of society.
For total elite control, you have to ask yourself, is this really about helping you remember to take your pills? Or is it something about having
it's not that. They're not helping you about taking your pills, man. No, it's about control
over you. We're entering a time where biometric compliance is being normalized and the elites are gaining the ability to track your every move. They will have a full record of exactly what is in your body at all times, and with eventually,
you said they will have a record of what's inside your body. See, and they'll be able to send it back to the system. Like I just broke down that grapho, things written down, right? Information, directions, right? Showing you what the next, I guess, cancer or whatever ailment that you got inside your body, right? All of that stuff would be sent back to the system.
Ties into digital IDs and you don't comply, they will be able to freeze your access to society, block your ability to buy food, or even shut off your digital wallet altogether.
And that's what they want. They got movies like that, man. You wasn't complying with the with that pretty much that chip that was on that was lodged inside the girl. She couldn't it cut off her oxygen. That's how much it took over her body. And it reminded me of that movie Eagle Eye, man.
This is one of the reasons I decided to open my own.
So yeah, that was it on that. So yeah, that was the main point, I wanted to bring out inside this lesson was that, about this pill, man. Right. And let's bring out another quick scripture, 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Because like I said, we seen a rough draft of this in 2020. Right. It says 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right. We see the scheme. We see the blueprint. We see the setup of it. We know he's about to come down with great wrath and, martial law. And then what? Introduce us to this new system, man. They're going to dress it up real nice. Right? That's why, I brought out the simple believer every word. But the prudent man look well to his going, because the Lord forbids us to take that, right? Read the book of Revelation 14, verse 9 and 10. Revelation 16 and I think like verse 2 about, having that pus, that cancer pus, that noisome, that grievous sore, right? Which is going to like a cancer, pus, all that radiation, you got lodged inside your damn body, right? And also, Lord says, like back in Revelation 14, verse 9 and 10, getting that chip, right? Ultimately, you're going to get destroyed by nuclear missiles. Why? Because you disobeyed Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives, right? The Israelites, according to the Bible, don't take it. That would be the punishment, a major punishment, right? But Lord willing, this lesson was quick and edifying. And praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakadash. Shalom.